Good evening, friends. Am I audible? Yeah. So we are going to have some open test. This test is in the context of already science and tech classes are happening. Yeah, our students are here. So we want to conduct this open test so that you can also get benefited out of these questions, so that you can gauge your preparation. So we'll see one by one. As of now, it is objective test for today. So I'll display the question. Based on that, I'll ask you to put the answer. Then I will explain question by question wise. So let's start the exam. Question number 1. Please look at the question. Please look at the question here. Consider the following statements with respect to orbits and comet speeds and all those things. Yeah. Consider the following statements. Read the statements carefully. Speed of the comet increases as it nears the sun and decreases as it recedes from the sun. Statement number 1. Statement number 2 is the satellites are fastest at apogee and slowest at perigee. So, which of the above statements are correct? What is the answer for this question? So try to write it independently. Don't look at others' answers. Others may be wrong. So do it independently. Let's see. Okay. So looks like Satyanarayana, Jaber, you're answering. Okay. Only few answers are coming up. Yeah, multiple answers are coming here. So let's see. See, what is perigee, what is apogee, that you have to understand. Yes or no? These are just the things. Perigee is the thing where particular, see, it may not be with respect to Earth. It can be with respect to sun, in its sun, around sun, in its orbit. Okay, anyway, it can be. So the nearest point is perigee. Farthest point is apogee. So when a satellite is at far away, its speed is less, as we discussed in with respect to gravitational pull in space class. Okay, so when it is far away, its speed will be less. When it is nearer, its speed will be higher. It will go with a very fast pace here. So if you look at the statement here, satellites are fastest at apogee. What is apogee? When it is going away. So, but actually, in reality, when it is at apogee, speed is less. In fact, the speed is lowest at apogee because it is the farthest point. So, statement number 2 is outrightly wrong. The question is asking about which of the following statements are correct. Statement number 2 is wrong. Speed of the comet, the same thing, I just replaced the satellite with comet here, with respect to sun here. So whether it is comet, whether it is a planet or anything, sun is there. When it is nearing towards it, when a particular path is there, when it is nearer to the sun, the speed will be higher. The speed will be very high, or a comet is coming like this. When it is nearer to the sun, the speed will be very high. Why it is like that? Because when it is nearing to the sun, the gravitational pull of the sun will be very high. Very high gravitational pull will be there. In order to balance it, the speed should be high. Otherwise, the comet will fall into the sun. The same applies to planets also. The same applies to satellites also. Yes, when the comet increases, speed increases as it's near the sun, it decreases as it reaches the sun. So for this question, right answer is only A is the right answer. Vinila garu wrong chepparu. 2 of my students did correct, 2 did wrong. Why 2? And most of you did incorrect answer. Okay, right. Many of you have done it wrong. Anyway, it's okay. It's for us to test. Then we'll go to the second question here. Please read the question. Which of the following are disadvantages of low Earth orbit? Which of the following are disadvantages of low Earth orbit? Look at the options: atmospheric drag, constant speed adjustments, not suitable for communications, all of the above. Try to put out the answer for it. Which of the following are disadvantages of low Earth? Low Earth orbit nearer to the Earth's. Okay. Only 2 are responding. Rest of the things. 4 answered. 5 people answered. Yeah. This everyone is doing correct. Why 1 or 2 is doing wrong? It's not it. See, when you are in low Earth orbit, most of the students are doing right. When you are in low Earth orbit, there will be atmosphere. Atmospheric drag will be there on the satellite. If atmosphere is being dragged on the satellite, constantly its speed has to be adjusted. Continuous monitoring should be there. Okay. And in low Earth orbits, if you see, very low Earth orbits, 200 to 2000 kilometers or something less than, and 2000 kilometers, what will happen in this? The speed of the satellite will be very high. Earth is there, the speed of the satellite will be very, very high. Of course, geosynchronous and all these things are fine. With low Earth orbit, the speed will be very high. When speed is very high, it will rotate around the Earth many number of times. But for establishing communication networks, the satellite should have constant eye contact. If not constant eye stationary, it should be at least there for a certain amount of time. For good amount of time, it should be stable. That's the reason low Earth orbits are not suitable for communication networks. Okay, you can't establish a communication network. The link will be very difficult. So if you go back to that, all are suitable for the question asked, all they are disadvantages. D would become the answer. Okay. So look at the third question. Which of the following missions were not launched by PSLV? Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, Mangalyaan, none of the above. Try to put the answer here. Only 5 students are responding. Okay. Not launched. Exactly. B is the right answer. Both Chandrayaan 1 and Mangalyaan are launched by PSLV. Chandrayaan 2 is by GSLV. Okay, so that is are not launched by this thing, Chandrayaan 2. Then we'll go to the fourth question. PSLV can use, look at the statement, PSLV can use which of the following? Because there will be strap-on motors with respect to PSLV. So PSLV can use which of the following? Strap-on motors, whether it is 4, whether it is 6, whether it is liquid, whether it is solid, multiple answers are coming. A, C, B. Yeah, only 2 questions, everybody was in synchronous. A, C, B. D भी डाल दो, A, B, C, D हो जाएगा. 4 solid strap-on motors. See, let us talk this liquid. There is a correction here. This is obviously liquid. Okay. 6 solid, 6 liquid, 4 solid, 4 liquid. Okay. The right answer, if you see, I used the statement can use. PSLV has varieties of variants, core alone, XL, different variants are there. As we saw in our classes, this is the slide from our classes itself, PSLV G, PSLV CA, PSLV XS. Anyway, the strap-on motors on PSLV, which you can see here, which you can is attached here. All the strap-on motors, 6 strap-on motors can be here. All these 6 strap-on motors are solid propellants. 6 solid rocket strap-on motors. That is not the case with GSLV. Design of PSLV is different from GSLV. So the right answer is 6 solid rocket strap-on motors. Answer is A for this question. Okay, not all students answered it. Okay, in fact, only 1 or 2 have answered it. 3 students have answered it. That's it. Okay, it's okay. Then we'll go to next question. Consider the following statements. 5th question. Same with respect to GSLV, because vehicles are very important. The strap-ons on GSLV are powered by Vikas engine. Vikas engine is used in 2nd stage of GSLV. So this question is related to GSLV and Vikas engine. It may be correct, it may not be correct. So which of the following are correct? 1, 2, both, none. Good. So, yes, Vikas engine is used. Some of you are writing it wrong. Vikas engine is used not only in PSLV, in GSLV also. GSLV has 4 liquid strap-on motors. Okay, if you see 1, 2, 3, back at the 4. 4 liquid strap-on motors are used in GSLV. It will be using Vikas engine in the strap-on motors also. The 2nd stage of GSLV is also uses Vikas engine. Anyway, 3rd stage is cryogenic. So Vikas engine is generally related with liquid propellant stage. Okay. So in the 2nd stage of GSLV also we are using Vikas engine. The strap-on motors are also using Vikas engine. If you go back to the question, the right answer, both the statements are correct. C would be the answer. Okay. People who have made it wrong, please correct it. Some of you are changing the answer later. But anyway, okay, please make the corrections accordingly. Then we will go to next question. So today's exam is a kind of more bent towards space. Anyway, in the further things we will see. Space Application Center is located at. Space Application Center is located at C, B, D. Oh my God. Except 2 questions, we are getting multiple answers for all the questions. Okay. B. That's what we want. Wherever there is confusion, examination will look at it. Majority are telling it B. Oh my, Hyderabad also. Oh, my dear friend. See, the right answer for this is, as I was telling, we have to look at some aspects. If not everything, some things we have to look at. Space Application Center is in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Space Application Center. Directly from ISRO website, we took it. Okay. Headquarters of ISRO is not in New Delhi. It is in Bengaluru. Like that observation-based questions. How many places you have liquid propulsion laboratories? How many places you have with respect to satellite tracking networks? All these are observation questions we have to base on. So for this, the right answer is Ahmedabad. Okay, don't write it after we tell the explanation. Okay, Space Application Center is located at Ahmedabad. 7th question, with respect to satellite frequency bands, we saw transponders and all those things we saw. With respect to satellite frequency bands, C band is mostly used for L band, S band, different bands are there. So with respect to this, C band is mostly used for. Boliye. Hmm. 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 बहुत बढ़िया. Students who have attended the classes, and others also, some of the other students also are able to look at it. See, the answer for this thing, if you look at the basic things, CA band, KU band, and all these things, different bands are there. I think I have kept another thing. The correct answer for this is satellite TV. C band is used for satellite TV. G band, S band, L band, all these things are used for these first two. Satellite TV is by C band. Okay, so the best explanation for this is C band. Mostly, I use the word mostly. Applications can be there, but mostly we are talking about satellite TV by C band. बहुत बढ़िया. Then next question. Gagan is operational through the Gagan network used for civil aviation, mostly aviation sector. Don't confuse this with Navik. Okay, don't confuse this with GPS. So Gagan is operational through which of the satellites? Only 2 students answered among 46. Good. Okay. Gagan is based on all these 3 satellites, as I was telling, GSAT 8, GSAT 10, GSAT 15. So it is a joint venture of ISRO and Airports Authority of India to guide the civil aviation systems, Indian airspace. So it is separately implemented to these satellites. Don't confuse it with IRNSS or GPS. Okay. Then comes, which of the following is not a dwarf planet? With respect to space, we saw many of these things. Which of the following is not a dwarf planet? Boliye. Students who have attended, yeah. First 2-3 students who wrote it well. Pluto, no. It's good that you are all writing correctly. So you revised the slides. बहुत बढ़िया. Okay. So we saw this Sagittarius. We saw what is a dwarf planet and all these things, which is not a dwarf planet. Some of you have written Pluto. Pluto is a dwarf planet. In fact, Ceres, make, Pluto. All 3 are dwarf planets. Sagittarius is not a dwarf planet. So this is the thing. Eris is a dwarf planet. Pluto is a dwarf planet. Humai is a dwarf planet. Make, Ceres, where they are located in the solar system. That is also important for questioning. Okay, so in this manner, you have to prepare. Nothing you have to leave out. Scope of the examiner, Pluto, to that. That's what, na? Why are you explaining, my dear friend? The question is, which of the following is not a dwarf planet? So Pluto is a dwarf planet, na? I am myself are saying the same thing. Which of the following is not a dwarf planet? You didn't read the word not. That is a general mistake which you commit in the examination. Done. Okay, sir. Done. Bahut badhiya. Yeah, that's what we have to understand the mistakes. So the answer for this is 9th one, D. See, it's not about one particular question. You have to always think what extra can be asked. It's not about amount of data or the amount of information you capture. Nowadays, they are bending towards more analysis. So location of these things, any missions, international missions for these dwarf planets in current affairs, All these also will become a probable questions. Okay. No, Aritra Biswas, I told you it's not Sagittarius. Sagittarius A is a black hole. There's a difference. Okay, Sagittarius A is a black hole at the center of Milky Way galaxy. I told that in the class. Yeah, you missed A. You are A Biswas. Chalo, good. Then, 10th question. Osiris-Rex mission is related to. In fact, this is a kind of UPSC also asked this question in a way. In a way, UPSC also asked the same theme. So Osiris-Rex mission is related to which of the following? Okay. Yeah, it is related to Ryugyu is Hayabusa. So Osiris-Rex mission did Osiris-Rex mission, the purpose of Osiris-Rex is it has to go to this particular asteroid and it has to collect the samples and come back to the planet Earth. So did Osiris-Rex come back to India? Did he get the samples? Yes or no? Did it get the samples? Did it reach in the world? Only one answered. Oh my God. See, it is going to come. Sample. Hayabusa came back. Hayabusa mission to Hayabusa 2 by Japan. That was for Ryugyu. That came back by taking samples from Ryugyu. It came back by collecting samples from this asteroid. Whereas Osiris-Rex, it is going to Bennu and it will come back to Earth. Maybe next year. So it didn't reach yet. Hayabusa 2 reached. Okay. So that's what we have to. So for this, the answer is C. C is the right answer for this question. Okay. So no, yes, no, yes. So please correct yourself. Then 11th question. Gravitational waves can be detected by which of the following? Gravitational waves, we saw what are gravitational waves. Gravitational waves can be detected by which of the following? Okay. LIGO. Only some are able to do it correctly. Yeah, now things are changing. So generally you will get, see, you are doing many reading mistakes, my dear Teja. You are very quick. There is a more scope for negative marking for you. Please look at the corrections. All is the correct answer. The gravitational waves, Nobel Prize also came recently. These are all can be detected, can be detected. So the mission names I am asking. LIGO, both LIGO experiments are in USA. LIGO India is nothing but Indigo mission. Virgo is in Italy. Okay, Kagra is in Japan. All these are the gravitational wave observatories. All these things will detect gravitational waves. So for this question, can be detected by which of the following? All are correct. LIGO India is nothing but indigo that we saw. Fourth is the D is the right answer for this question. Okay. Okay. Some are wrong. Actually, many are wrong. Okay. 12th question. Anti-radiation missile. Of course, obviously, we are talking about India's anti-radiation missile is good. I'm happy. Students who are attending the classes are quick in answering. Rudram is an anti-radiation missile. So I'll ask in detail, not getting satisfied with this. Answer is actually A. What is smart missile? What is smart missile? What is smart missile? Type that also, na? It's about we have to ASAT. Okay, anybody can tell mission Shakti, anti-satellite missile. Okay, this is fine. What is smart missile? Electromagnetic radiation, we did it in the class, na? Electromagnetic radiation, why? Rudram is anti-radiation missile. Again, you are committing the same mistake, Jabir. Supersonic, very good, Aritra. Supersonic. See, Sanju, it's not only anti-submarine missile. Anti-submarine missile is generally, we call it as torpedo. It is assisting, it is adding some technology to that torpedo. The torpedo will be launched. The torpedo will be launched with the help of a missile, so that this torpedo can go and attack the submarines which are at long distances. That's the reason it is called smart missiles. Okay. As some of my students told, supersonic results of torpedo. Very good. Okay. So with the help of a missile, we are able to hit a submarine. It will take for long distance and with higher speed, then it will release the torpedo so that the submarine can be attacked at higher, quickly at longer distances itself. So Rudra means anti-radiation missile. Guided by the ship or the missile is kept at lower. It will be guided by a ship or airborne anti-submarine system. Isn't it? Now, why this extra thing, Biswas? What is smart missile? You are not telling you. There is no need for you to tell the operations of it. Na? So how it is carrying? Okay, your first answer is fine. Okay. 13th question. Submarine launched version of Agni 5 is. Submarine launched version of Agni 5 is K2 Kalam series of missiles. Okay. So K2, K4, K5, K15. Good, Jaber. You have revised it. Only 2 people answered it. Now, slowly it will come. Okay. So this Karam series, yes, K4 is the right answer. B is the right answer for this question. Agni 5, K4, SLBM, submarine launched ballistic missile. Submarine launched version of Agni 5 is K4. Okay. K15 is also called as Sagarika. So we have to look back all these things. So for this 13th question, answer is B. Okay, Satyanarayan garu, కొంచెం మీరు తప్పు చేశారు చూసుకోండి ఒకసారి. ఓకే, నో ఇష్యూ. రైట్, మధ్యలో కొన్ని ఆన్సర్ చేయలేదు మీరు. ఓకే, రైట్. 14th question. Which of the following is a fissile nuclear fuel? We saw the difference between fissile and fertile fuels. Nuclear fuels with respect to obviously nuclear fuels. Which of the following is a fissile nuclear? I think the question should be, wait, is not a fissile nuclear. Now you tell. I changed the questions. Please look. Which of the following is not a fissile nuclear fuel? अब correct answer निकलेगा. Which of the following is not a fissile nuclear fuel? A, B, C, D, sub options आ गया. Then we need explanation for this. See, when you come to nuclear fuels, there are 2 types. Fissile, fertile. Fissile means directly you can use it as a nuclear fuel. There are 3. Uranium 233, 235, plutonium. Whereas fertile things, you have to process them, change them. Then only they can't be directly used as nuclear fuels. Different cycles should be there. Natural fuel, yellow cake, is a combination of uranium 238 and uranium 235. Uranium 235 is fissile. So among uranium 233, 235 and plutonium 239, which of these 3 which of these three are used in third stage of India's nuclear fuel cycle? In uranium-233, 235, and plutonium-239, the third stage is mainly based on which of these three? Please try to answer. Yes. Good. Bahut badhiya. Uranium. See, I changed the question, Sanju. Among uranium-233, 235, and plutonium-239, which of these are used in third stage? Okay. So that is what in third stage we are using uranium-233. Is third stage nuclear fuel reactor also a fast breeder reactor? Can we say that, if not fast breeder, can we say that the third stage of India's fuel cycle is also breeder reactor? Yes or no? Second stage is fast breeder reactor. Fine. Can we say that third stage is also a breeder reactor? Yes, very good, Vishwas. It means you revised well. Okay, because in third stage, of course, advanced heavy reactor reactor is also another factor here. In third stage also, whatever uranium you are using, uranium-233, that will be produced as output also. Input is also there, output is also that. What do you meaning by breeder? Whatever input you give, more output it will give. That's the reason it is called breeder. So in first, second, and third stages of India's nuclear fuel cycle, both second and third stages are a kind of breeder reactors. Of course, second stage we are directly calling as fast breeder reactor. Okay. So these are the things, technicality things which we have to observe. So if you come back to our original question, fissile material, all the three are fissile. Not a fissile nuclear fuel, obviously. D is the correct answer. Okay, which of the following is not a fissile nuclear fuel? For this question, D would be the answer. Okay. Then 15th question, last question of the day. VVR nuclear reactors are located in states I have given. I have not given the nuclear power plant's name, so that it is an extra layer of questioning. Oppo A15, what's your name, my dear? Put out the names, it would be good. Anyway, it's your wish, no problem. VVR nuclear reactors. Good. Good, Sahiti. You are also revising the classes. Okay. Questions are, see, all are not correct with respect to this. See, majority of nuclear reactors in India, as of now, we are in first stage, first cycle. Okay. So majority of nuclear reactors in India are pressurized heavy water reactors. Majority. Okay, light water, boiling water, that's fine. But majority are pressurized heavy water reactors. But in Kundankulam power plants, Kundankulam power plant, Tamil Nadu, we have joint ventured with Russia and created this VVR nuclear reactors. It is not pressurized heavy water reactors. It is just water reactor. So it is using water. In pressurized heavy water reactor, everything is DTO. Heavy water is used. That's the reason it is called pressurized heavy water reactor. But in Kundankulam, what is happening? Only the ordinary water is used both as a moderator and coolant. Why this is done? Why we are employing this special reactor? Of course, answer is Tamil Nadu. Why we are using this specialized reactor in Kundankulam? What is the reason for changing this? What is the reason for changing this design? I told it in the class. Bolo, what is the reason? Low maintenance. Tell the main advantage, my dear friend. I told it in the class to you also, Satyanarayan Garu. I have highlighted the point. Not thorium. Oh my God. What is TH? Thorium? Why thorium is coming into the picture? We are only in first stage, third stage, second stage is also not active yet. Only one reactor is there for second stage. No thorium, it is also using nuclear uranium-235 only it is using. Wrong understanding. If uranium is naturally available, we can go for pressurized heavy water reactor. Na? Why we changed the design for this thing? Lost the point. See, the main reason for this is, look at the power generation capacity. I highlighted this in the classroom. VVR reactors, pressurized water reactors, not heavy water. H is not there. In Kunnankulam, Tamil Nadu. Look at the capacity, each reactor capacity, which are all pressurized heavy water, only 220, 220, 220. This is the capacity of power generation. Whereas VVR is able to go for direct, look at the increase in the capacity, more advanced version. For one unit, you can generate almost 4 times the one reactor, which is BHVR. Because of this thing, high capacity only, we have collaborated with Russia. And in joint development, we installed this VVR reactor at Kundankulam, Tamil Nadu. This I explained in the class. You write it the same way. The examiner will not be a good friend of you in giving marks, my dear friend. Okay, so these are the things which we have to observe. So there was a more tendency towards space. Next time we will see in which we can cover. Okay, so these are the things which you can. So thoda, if you like the questions and the classes and the explanations, you can contact me at this number 62813594118, so that some additions can be done. 62813594118. This is my number. Okay, for assistance with respect to, or whether if you like to join the course and this classes. Okay, take care then. Bye bye for tonight. Revise the mistakes which you have done. Chalo. Okay, bye. Yeah, I will post these questions for you in our Telegram, course Telegram group. Don't worry. Okay, bye. Okay. Yeah, we will have a class tomorrow. As usual, 7:30 a.m. Okay. Okay, bye. Some students are waiting. Would you like to ask anything? Or shall we close? Yeah. Okay. Bye.